So it is March 24th. Coffee Bean has already been out this morning and she's back in. We're putting more bales in. As you can see, there's bales scattered everywhere now. But we're gonna be bringing 1 or 2 more bales. I'm not really sure. You can see that Hershey's little girl is doing well. We haven't really came up with a name for her yet, but my youngest did ask if we could call her Rosie. So her name might be Rosie. I don't know. That's why I didn't ask for name suggestions in the one video, because he was asking if we could call her Rosie. But we haven't really came to that conclusion yet, whether she's going to be named Rosie or not. So that is Ebony's bull calf there. And I'm honestly not 100% sure where Horns' little heifer is in the mix of things. She was here. I know she didn't get hit by the tractor or anything. I was just about to talk about Tinkerbell, but she's going to take a poop, so let's not focus the camera on her. And little miss. As I was trying to say, Tinkerbell is not even in as nice of a position anymore to see her beautiful body. But from behind you can really see that she's still a wide load. We are not really sure if she's going to hold out till April or not. This is probably about as much udder development as we usually see before she just all of a sudden blooms up and drops a calf on us. So, and she's super loose and super like ready. She looks like a cow that could calve any day. So that's the baby. That's the 1-month-old. That's Coffee Bean, Tinkerbell, Ben, Horns, and Ebony. Ebony is the one right there. Horns is the one with the bull calf right underneath her, which isn't smart. And little Miss Hershey's daughter getting a drink. For the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 days of her life, we could not get a visual on her nursing whatsoever. Ben's on the move, so we're gonna move this way. Mike's coming with another bale. We're going to beat Ben to the punchline and be over here. It's the 24th, and Firefly, I'm going to turn the camera around in just a minute, is doing a lot of being quiet, lifting her lips, lifting her tail. The girls are picking on her a little bit, so I think I'm going to feel for her ligaments and see what I think. Sorry that I'm a little distracted. As you can see, if I aim the camera down, I've got baby goats jumping all over me. Today's been a really, I don't know, I want to say crappy, to be honest with you, day. Coffee Bean was out this morning. I did a little short on that. I think it posted. And then I took a video about the cows and them being in issues and misbehaving as well. I don't know where I'll put that, in which video. Maybe this will be part of that video, especially if Firefly doesn't kids soon. But let's flip the camera around and take a look at Firefly. Stop biting the camera, you little turd balls. So there's Firefly. She's just kind of standing in a stance she normally doesn't stand in. There's goats biting at, baby goats biting at my phone. Sorry. Stop it. Okay. Hello. You want to say hello? This one my kids are calling Siren. This one that's scratching at his newly forming horns because we didn't get them disbudded. is, my kids are calling Austin Matthews. And this is little Peanut, who just doesn't want to grow. So we're just watching that situation. And I don't know. She's very vibrant. But she doesn't drink as well as the boys do. And she just doesn't grow as well either. So, sorry, I'm still getting attacked. Back to Firefly. Yeah, you speaking to me? I want to check, yes, I want to check your ligaments. If I feel like, yes, if I feel like you have no ligaments, then I might put you in the baby pen. Take out some of the baby pen stuff. Sorry, I know I paused it. My kid came to the door telling me that there was an alarm going off in my house, but the alarm was because one of the kids set an alarm on a phone for 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And so now it constantly goes off every day at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've tried to turn it off, and it just keeps turning itself back on for some reason. So, technology. Can we look at Firefly, who's decided to get up here? I kind of want to know if I should lock your head up in the headlock. Nope, you're going to run away. She runs away. I don't know if she'll let me look at her back end either. She's a bit... Hey. I know. Can you turn your butt towards us so I can see if you've got any other developments at all? Very little, if you saw that. You're the last one to kid, and we don't know when you're going to kid because we don't have a date on you. But this morning I checked the calendar from the time that I saw her in heat, and then counted 21 days from that day, just in case, you know, there was like a cycle skip or something. And that would put her at kidding on the 27th. 145 would be the 27th of March. So either way, we're getting closer and closer. At this point, I'm almost betting that she did get bred on that other cycle, the next cycle down. But she's definitely bred. There's no question about that. We can feel... She's screaming her fool head off today. We can feel the babies in her belly. But I think she just has... I really do think she's only got a single. If I could get out of the light, but they're all bouncing around. Like... Top-down view. She hasn't got much of anything going on. She doesn't want to be circled. What's going on? I want to see if I can feel your ligaments. So I just stopped the camera and took a minute to feel her ligaments, and they're still pretty hard. So as I was saying, I'm thinking she's leaning closer to the March 27th due date, which would put her missing the cycle that we watched her be in heat for, and her not successfully taking that first breeding. But she's definitely bred, and she's really starting to develop an udder now. So it's not huge by no means, and I wish I could get a better focus on it, but like my camera just ages out and she just walks away. I don't know. Only time will tell. So, as I said, this is the 24th of March. I don't know, I might just put together the cow drama of this morning with this video, and then update if she does kid. So I'm back again, and we're gonna go check on the cows now. We just did the goats, and I'm gonna check on the cows. After I stopped videoing earlier today, Ben and Coffee Bean charged the gate, busted down the gate. yeah, it's been a fun day. I'm sure you can hear that wind. It's been hailing and snowing and raining and everything. They call it a wintry mix on the weather forecast. But it's been doing all that here today, on and off, and it's just not a pleasant day to be outside. But we're just gonna do a quick look at the cows again, and then I'm probably just gonna put this video together, and it's gonna be really weird snippets of cows and goats, and I don't know. You've already seen the cows and the goats, probably, because this will come after. So, flip the camera. There is, I don't even know. I feel bad not knowing, but I feel like it's horns, and I want to say that's horns having a drink. But sometimes my brain just realizes afterwards that it might not be. Kind of looks like horns though, so I think it is horns. Does it have a tear in its ear? Because if it's a tear in its ear, it's horns. If it doesn't, then it's ebony. Because ebony's looking more and more like horns every day. I think that is ebony now that I'm closer in the paddock with her. Yeah, I'm almost certain that is ebony, but we'll know when I go see horns. Yeah, I think that is ebony. When I go over here to look for horns, then we'll know if this is ebony. So the pastures are a little bit more mucked up than they were earlier because Mike struggled to get in here with the hay earlier, and then he pushed a whole bunch of the hay that was in the doorway away. That's horns back there. That's a young cow. There you go. Yep, she's coming. I don't hear her talk to her bull calf very often, but that's her bull calf there, and that is Ebony. So Ebony and her bull calf. The hay that we put out. Horns is coming up to check. Where's your calf? You're coming up over here, but I don't see your calf in the building. That is Horns with her ripped ear. So that's definitely Horns. And she's going to look in the building too, which means she's not really sure where her baby is. This little girl is laying with her mama. As I said, it's been off and on, rain, snow. They have shelter. They also have access to that building as shelter for, like, the calves could definitely get in it. So, like, for people who say that cows need shelter, they need barns, they need this, they've got shelter all over this paddock, and they do not use it very often at all. We're feeling like Tinkerbell's getting closer and closer, hence the reason we are out here checking so often, but it doesn't look like she's calved yet. Her udder looks pretty bloomed. I probably wouldn't be able to catch it. I was hoping to catch it while she had her leg up in the air scratching. She's got a bit of discharge. Oh, there's your calf. Horns, your calf is underneath Ben's legs. She's looking wet too. I wish she'd go in the building. She's over here, Mama. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but Horns is doing her mama moo. That soft, deep, low moo. To try to be like, where's my baby? Don't go near my baby. But she doesn't understand that her baby's probably in the safest spot it can be right now, because I will not go that close to Ben. Especially without a spanky stick. We've already had words today, and I don't plan to have more words with him. So her laying underneath his belly is going to be the safest place for her. Especially with him like, what are you doing? You know that you have your daughter underneath you? Please don't step on her. She's precious cargo. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it's snowing again. It has switched over to snow again, and it is snowing again. So, I guess I've spotted all the cows, so this is my update. Oh, there she goes standing up. And Ben's like, oh, you were under me. Why'd you go in the building? It's a little chilly out here. Sorry, sometimes I just watch them in awe because she's just so, like, she's so small and so cute. But last night she took it upon herself when the temperature went down to go into that building by herself. So I'm not sure why she wouldn't do it again. If she desperately thought that she needed to be in the building, I'm sure she'd get there. Everybody's out now. Even these guys came out. Anyways, Tinkerbell. Orange, I'm not near you, baby. You're going over to see her? Tell her to drink. She's still up. Oh, you guys must have beef today, because as soon as you start walking up, Tinkerbell was taking notice of where you were going. I'm going to leave if you were pushing there. Oh, Tinkerbell. You are a wide load, my friend. This horn's pushing you out of the way. Look at that gut and that udder. I feel like this is the fullest I've ever seen her udder. Other than like freshly calved. But for the people who, oh, I don't know if that wind just took you guys for a loop or not, but I'm not sure if you can hear me over the wind anymore. But as I was trying to say, her udder is as full as I've ever seen it, other than directly blooming, like fresh. And she's, I don't know. For people who haven't watched our channel, Tinkerbell, this will be Tinkerbell's third calf. She's had 2 bull calves before, and she has not taken care of a single one. We've sold the bull calves by 10 days old. And that's just how it's been because she refuses to feed them. This year we're hoping to turn her calf into a 4-H calf if she doesn't feed it. I don't know. And I know a lot of people, especially if there's any actual like farmers watching, will be like, well, why are you keeping a cow that doesn't raise her offspring? Well, the price of cows is high right now, and we can't, her being a Dexter, she's not worth as much as like another breed of cow per se. So to sell her, we probably wouldn't make back enough to buy a replacement. And she calves without issue. She is the meatiest female of our herd. And we're really, honestly, just hoping that either A, she'll start taking care of them, or B, we can make use of her calves another way. We sell her calf every year because prices are so high right now. For more than it cost, well, maybe not more than, but around the cost, if not slightly more, we do make a profit. Then it does to feed her for the year. So it would be nice if that calf was pure profit or beef for a freezer, but her calves that we have sold have paid for her hay for the year. So it's just one of those things. I want to say the 3 strikes you're out, but Mike really wants, he likes her body frame, and we would like to get a heifer out of her eventually. And I keep saying that I'm worried that a heifer will have the lack of mothering skills that she does, but I don't know. There's always hope that it's just, her mom was apparently a really good mom. So, and then she's just, every year it's been a new excuse. So we'll see what she does this year. Is third time going to be a charm, or is it going to be the third strike? That's what we're wondering on. Anyways, I'll put an end to this video. Little Miss Girly here is drinking. Not that I'm going to be able to get it to zoom in far enough to see, because it's low. Oh. She's on the opposite side of Horns, so. But she's nursing. And we'll call this video ends with these three. These three are the original trio, the Three Stooges. So yeah, I'll end this video there. Sorry, I've said that like 5 times, but I'll end it on the Three Stooges, the original trio. And I'll talk to you again another day. Bye.